What's going on, everybody? Here us another week at the Home Theater Hobbyist, and this week we have our full review of the center channel from KLH Audio. It's The Story, so let's get to it. First of all, if you are new to the channel, welcome. On this channel, you'll find things like unboxings, product reviews, comparisons, talk about streaming media, and basically all things home theater. So click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified anytime we upload new content. So here it is, the story from KLH Audio. They have an entire line of speakers. This is the center channel, but they also have floor standing speakers, bookshelf speakers, and subwoofers. I've reviewed some of those and I'll put those links in the description below. Now, if you want to purchase this speaker or any of the other speakers from the KLH line, look in the description below. There'll be links to Worldwide Stereo. They sell these products along with other home theater products. Now let's move on. Let's talk about the specs of the story. The story has a frequency response from 48 Hz to 23,000 Hz and a sensitivity of 91 dB. It has an impedance of 8 ohms. It stands 7 inches tall by 19 inches wide by 9.5 inches deep, and it weighs 16 pounds. It features two 5¼ inch woven Kevlar bass drivers and one 1-inch anodized aluminum tweeter. Moving on to design, I have the black oak wood veneer finish. They also sell a walnut wood veneer finish. And personally, looking at the pictures, I think I prefer the walnut, but the black oak actually looks really good. I really actually like it a lot. And I think it's because they've done a really good job of having depth to this wood grain. It goes relatively deep, so it looks nice and natural and really just adds a good sense of texture to the wood. Along the front, you can see I've got the black cloth grill on, and at the bottom it's got the KLH logo. Now this grill pops off pretty easily because it is attached by magnets. It just pulls off just like that. The magnets are strong. You don't have to worry about this falling off or anything like that, but it's easy to pull off with, normal person strength, right? Now you've got magnets along each one of the sides, so you got a total of 8 magnets, and it's got a plastic frame in here, but it's a nice sturdy grill. Moving on to the front of the speaker, as you can see, you've got those two 5¼ inch drivers there. There's the Kevlar there, it looks really good. And of course, it's got nice high quality rubber on the surrounds, and it's surrounded by aluminum with these just little screws that screw them in. And I think they look really nice. There at the center, you've got that 1-inch tweeter, and it is surrounded by anodized aluminum. And on top of that, you've got the KLH logo. So it is a nice looking, honestly beefy looking center channel. Moving on to the rear of the story, as you can see, you've got dual ports. Now those ports allow air to escape as the woofers move out. KLH does provide a port plug for each one of the ports. And per KLH, if the speaker is less than 6 inches from the wall, you should probably use the port plugs to smooth out the bass response. Otherwise, you can pull them out and just have them handy if you need them. In between those two ports, you've got your speaker connections. You've got your black and your red, or your positive and your negative. And as you can see, they are dual binding posts, so you can bi-amp this speaker. And for those of you who don't know, bi-amp means that you can connect 2 amplifiers to this speaker. One amplifier will drive the woofer, and the other amplifier will drive the tweeter. That will give you a fuller, richer sound. And if you decide to do that, make sure that you remove this connecting plate, because this is a conductive connecting plate. This is only if you have single speaker wire or a single wire, so you have one on the black, one on the red. It'll conduct between the two. But if you want to go dual, or if you want to go bi-amp, you pull this out and then you can connect that way. The story does support all your major connection types, including bare speaker wire, spade connections, and banana plugs. If you want to connect banana plugs, you just unscrew this, pull the little plastic centerpiece out, and plug in the banana plug. Now let's talk about the bottom of the speaker. As you can see, it's got that same nice wood grain finish, and it is nice and smooth. But if you want to add feet to this, KLH does provide those in the box. You just pull these little 4 feet off and they stick to the bottom in each one of the corners. Using these feet will allow you to decouple your speaker from the table on which it's sitting so you don't get resonances from the cabinet passing through the table, and it also provides protection from scratching your speaker and of course your table. Now let's move on. Let's do a couple of sound samples so you can hear how this speaker sounds.
He left us. He left us.
Now, where does he think he's going? When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Dr. Grant?
Hopefully you enjoyed those sound samples. That first one was literally just the speaker playing music, and the second one, in that movie, I dropped the audio down from the front, left, right, and all the other surround channels for that movie so the center channel could shine. So you probably heard just a little bit of ambient noise, but mainly everything you heard was coming from this center channel. Now let's move on. Let's rank this center channel in a few different categories from 1 to 5. 1 being the absolute worst and 5 being the absolute best. From a design standpoint, I give these a 4 out of 5. KLH does a great job with the finish of their products. I really like the depth they give to this wood veneer. It looks really nice. I also like the fact that it has a magnetic grill so that pops on and off very easily, but it's strong enough that it doesn't fall off. The magnets are strong enough there. I also really like the front of this, the way you have the contrast between the silver and the black. I think I'd still prefer the walnut wood, but this does look really good. Also, I like the fact that they give you dual binding posts so you can biamp it. So this is a nice high quality speaker, you pay for it, and KLH has done a very good job. From a sound quality standpoint, I give this a 4 out of 5. When I was listening to this, the main thing I noticed was that it has a nice robust sound. I mean, for a center channel, you want it to feel strong, to be a strong center channel because you get the bulk of your vocals and just a lot of things from your center channel. So you want to know that your speaker can handle it, and this speaker can handle everything that you throw at it. It's got a fairly neutral tone. I mean, it's not like the KLH Quincy's had a little bit of a warmth to them. These have a little less warmth than the KLH Quincy's, but it's a nice, pretty neutral, robust sound. So KLH has done a good job with the story and its sound quality. From a value standpoint, I have to give these a 3.5 out of 5. In their category, or in this category, the sub $500 category for center channel, there are quite a few entrants. And this is not, I wouldn't say on the high end, but it's a mid to high end, right? And so in that category, I think it does a really good job. I don't have any issues with it, so I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Overall, I like the story. It's got a nice robust sound. It blends really well with the Quincy's, and it probably blends really well with the Kindles and the Cambridge as well. And it's just a nice build quality. They give you dual binding posts, and you can pop the grill on or off. So it's just an overall great speaker. I do recommend this speaker if you are looking for a center channel, and especially if you're looking for KLH center channels, so go pick it up. If you're thinking about purchasing or you want to purchase it, use those links in the description below because they do help support the channel so that we can get more products in for review. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. We'll talk to you next time.